Okay, now that I have your attention, welcome to your numerology life path reading for the month of October 2021. So I had to put that up there in a way that actually grabs people's attention, because so many people will literally just go through the intro, and it's really important that you understand the overall context of the month. So that you can really factor in how this is actually going to affect your life path number. And more importantly, the intro is there and it's the same for everybody. So if you're literally just skipping the first part where I start to speak, you're going to miss the message where I tell you that the intro is important because it provides a context. That being said, this month is a universal month 6, right? So for all of us, the universal energy that this month is governed by is the number 6. Now, 6 is in a lot of ways the number of home and hearth. It's the number of familial ties and responsibilities, but it's also more than that, right? So things that are really important for you to know for this month: educational pursuits this month are going to be highly favored, as will anything to do with that academic kind of sphere. Now, what's beautiful about this is this could be a really good month for you to dedicate yourself to some sort of educational program. Given the fact that we've got the Mercury retrograde taking place, this would also be a really good month for you to rededicate yourself to your studies. If there's something that you've been studying that you know you could pull your finger out on and you need to get back to, no matter how busy you are, if there's something that you need to pick your learning back up on or catch up on, this is the month to do it. This is the month to do that work, to get yourself back to where you need to be in your studies in some way, shape or form. So that being said, as I said, this is the number of the home and the hearth, right? So domestic life this month is going to take a huge upswing, whether this is clearing your gutters, mowing the lawns, chucking out the leaves, giving the house a new fresh coat of paint, all of the maintenance work. So not necessarily like the sexiest stuff in the world, but the stuff that really helps us take care of the things that we actually have is where you need to put your focus this month. Anything that you do in that regard will go a long way. So also community matters, right? So in a 6 month, the communities that you are tied to, whether those are digital communities, local communities or familial ties, this stuff really is going to come to the fore. It's going to be quite important for all of us in some way, shape or form. Given that 6 is that energy of maintenance, and it's also the energy of enhancing and balancing out the experience that we're having, this would be a really good month to check in with your tribes, to check in with your people, to make sure that you're giving enough to your familial, digital or local ties. This is a great month for you to maybe search out somebody in your community or find a group in your community that you want to belong to. If there's a new class that you want to take, if there's a group discussion that you want to join or something of that nature, this is a good month to do so. It would also be a really good month as well to use that Mars in Libra action orientated energy around relationships. If there's something of an active kind of energy that you really want to pursue or to help or to push forward, if there's something that you feel really viscerally connected to on a social level, this would be a really great month to get involved in that kind of thing. So I've also got here as well problem solving and solution finding. 6 energy is really great for this because it's very often like, when you're cleaning, when you're doing something monotonous and this amazing idea comes to you, or not even that, sometimes when you're in the most random place or you're having a shower or whatever, like the idea to something or the answer or the solution to something will come to you. This is why getting into those tasks this month can actually be really, really helpful in some way, shape or form. I don't know, for me personally, I always find that when I go about, like when I start cleaning or doing something, it's like, because this is kind of free, like this kind of has a moment to say, okay, we can focus on all of the other stuff, right? It's really interesting. So Balance in relationships. I find this really interesting because 6 energy is ruled by Venus. The sun is currently in Libra, as is Mars, right? So there's a lot of focus on those kinds of energies at this moment in time, which I find really, really interesting and really intriguing, because balance in relationships in a 6 month is going to be really, really important. Dedicating time to your relationships, dedicating time to their maintenance, to their upkeep. What does your partner want? What does your partner need? Are you giving enough to your relationship? Are you assisting your partner? Are they giving those things back to you? Are your relationships balanced? Are they fair? Are they equal? Are they where they need to be at this moment in time? All of this stuff could be highlighted for you. If you're not in a partnership, what about the relationship or the partnership with yourself? How is that at the moment? How is the self-talk? Is the self-talk good? Is the way that you treat yourself and nurture and nourish yourself in balance, or is it just work, work, work at the moment? These are all things that you can look at this month and actually make some real headway with. Home purchases. So anything that you need to buy for the home, anything that you want to or maybe even purchasing a home itself. This month, because that 6 energy is in the rule, this would be a great month to tap into that energy. Now, here's the way that this is going to work, because obviously we do have the Mercury retrograde, and yes, we've got a lot of planets going direct this month, but what we need to consider here is this. If you are not a Mercury retrograde native, if you weren't born with that happening in your chart, recycling old items of furniture, upcycling, redoing, re-sprucing, like all of that sort of stuff. Go into thrift stores, or we call them car boot sales here, right, or a yard sale or anything like that is highly favored. One, because you can get much better deals on anything that is secondhand during a Mercury retrograde, and 2, because anything that you upcycle or recycle in some way, shape or form, you have a chance to really get the most out of. That's one of the ways that you could really get a lot out of this particular Mercury retrograde, because it's happening in the sign of Libra. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say this would be a good time to purchase anything large and new. But if you were, excuse me, if you were born under a Mercury retrograde, free reign, right? You get to go nuts while the rest of us run around like headless chickens going, Mercury! You guys can sail through, right? So those rules don't really apply to you. And it's not to say that they always do when Mercury's not retrograde, because obviously it doesn't spend as much time retrograde as it does not retrograde, but it just means that you guys have the upper hand in this way. And I kind of find that interesting. It's almost like a cosmic gift or blessing. It's like, yeah, I'm going to give you guys an advantage here, whereas let's say somebody who has Jupiter in the 2nd house has the cosmic upper hand when it comes to making money. Or do you know what I mean? Like, there's loads of, we all get some form of a blessing, but those of you that were born under a Mercury retrograde, that is yours, right? Okay, so that being said, this is a really good time to redecorate. It's a really good time to clean your house, the autumn or the spring clean. If you didn't get around to it when the autumn equinox kicked in, this is a perfect month to do so, absolutely. And also, this energy is a great energy to make a house a home. All right, so whatever that means to you, whatever you could do or get ready or bring into the home, that's going to enhance the experience of the house or the place that you live in becoming your actual home, or at least feeling more like home for now. Whatever you put in place this month could go a long way to creating that energy for you. All right, so with that said, that is your intro and overview. Thank you for sticking with it, and I will see you for your life path reading. All right, take care, and I'll see you in a moment. Hello, you wonderful Life Path 7 you. Welcome to your October numerology. Let's get into it. So this month is going to provide a pace for you that you are used to, right? 7 is not fast. It's not necessary. Actually, no, the difference between 7 and 4 is that 7 has the energy to be shocking and or spontaneous. But the way that this energy, your own energy of the 7 energy, combines with the month itself, it's going to provide a lot more stability, a lot more grounding, a lot more focus, a lot more determination. This is going to really, in effect, it's going to give you a path or a track to travel so that you can get to where you want to be. Like this month, you could make some really amazing progress if you don't get stuck in the way things are supposed to be, if you don't get stuck in the dogma, if you don't get stuck in the rigmarole, right? Now, it's really important. The difference between dogma and rigmarole, those things are ritual and they are close-minded. 4 energy is very much about the detail, right? So this energy, the energy of the month of the 6 combines with yours, it creates the energy of 4. And so, like I said, determination, discipline, focus, application of skill. This month, if you don't have a solid routine, if you don't have a solid plan, build one. This would be the way that you get the most out of this month, right? So when it comes to love and relationships, when it comes to your partnerships, for those of you that are partnered, married, or in a long-term commitment, this is a really good month, not only to do the maintenance on the relationship, but it's also a really good month for you to connect to the confines and the boundaries of the relationship. Are they too rigid? Are they too tight? Are there actually any in place that are going to help you understand the partnership and the connection that you have? This is a really good month as well to get used to, or not get used to, but to get in place some sort of structure or routine around the relationship, right? If, let's say, one of you is going to school and the other is at work, or one of you is trying to get a business off the ground and you've also got children, putting a solid plan or routine in place will really help you this month. It will actually help you get the most out of each other. The other thing is as well, because this is about the tried, true and tested, this month, what worked, remember, this is a good month to remember or to look back to what works in your particular relationship, right? Don't use the external unless it's a very good template for the type of relationship that you have. Don't look to the external, right? Look to what has worked, what has been proven to work this month. Now, for those of you that are single and looking, this really, in a lot of ways, it suggests that the tried and true tested methods are going to be the best ones, right? So maybe not necessarily, like if you don't have a good track record with social media or, dating from the internet, try the old-fashioned way. Go to a bar, like obviously, lockdown and whatnot withstanding, but try the old way. Try the tried and true tested methods that you have used in the past to meet people, right? Another thing as well, like this would be a really good time to either meet or connect with people through work. So if you get invited to any kind of a work thing, go ahead. And when I say a work thing, I'm not, because it's the way that this combines this energy, it's not so much about invites to parties, it's more invites to talks, seminars, or training, things that would have something to do with the work that you do, right? So it's in a more serious tone or setting is where you're likely to meet a partner this month. When it comes to your money, your finances, and your resources, this is a month to get your ducks in a row. Look at your budget. Look at your finances, take a look at your savings. If you don't have any, make a plan to start saving. And this month, use this month, no matter how much or how little money you have coming in, make a point of putting something away or creating or opening a savings account this month. Anything that you infuse with this energy has the ability to stand the test of time, right? So use this to your advantage. When it comes to money and spending, this would be a great month to go through the card bill, to go through your account, to look at your stuff and say, right, where is my money actually going? This month you are a surgeon when it comes to the detail, so use that to your advantage. And finally, when it comes to things that you spend money on this month, anything that improves the structures, the routines, the general running or upkeep of your home, your body, your everything, right? That's where money is best or most effective this month. 4 energy plays the long game, right? So you need to think about that. As a life path 7, you have the ability to spot trends and themes in ways that most people actually can't. You have this uncanny ability, and I've forgotten what the name of it is. It's like this really awesome word, but it's the ability to see connections where nobody else can. And it's really, really interesting. All right, so for work, for those of you that are employed, this is a month, the way that this month correlates to your own energy, it's going to create the energy of hard work. Get your sleeves up, get your hands in, do the work, right? Whatever comes up this month, yes, you will be working hard, but the longer term results, the longer term rewards are absolutely there if you stick into it. For those of you that are business owners, this is the same kind of energy. This is really providing you with the energy of precision. It's going to allow you to look at what needs to be changed in your business, what can be enhanced and what can be removed. Where is it that things need to be kind of zhuzhed up? Where is it that things need to be removed or processes need to be streamlined in some way, shape or form? For those of you that are looking for work, this is the month to knuckle down, right? You had last month to chill, to relax. I told you, go out, party, enjoy. This month, you've got to knuckle down, right? You want to find work. This month, you have to do the hard work, right? No matter how many rejections you get, no matter how long you've been out of work, how disillusioned you are, I don't care. Neither does the way that this energy works with you. Get into it. Roll your sleeves up. If you have to bang on doors, lockdowns notwithstanding, if you have to bang on doors, do so. If you have to cold call, do so. If you have to hit the newspapers, do so. If you have to go on a million different job websites, do so, right? This month, the way that it combines, like I keep saying, is it presents you with an energy where hard work and effort are where your results and your rewards lie. For those of you that are retired or no longer working, this month you look after your physical body and health. For all Life Path 7 people, your physical body and health would be good to take care of this month. But especially for those of you that are retired, this is, you know, when you say, yeah, I'm going to join that yoga class next week, or I'm going to start Tai Chi tomorrow, or I'm going to go on my diet, or I'm going to start walking, I'm going to start jogging, etc. Today, this whole month is tomorrow, right? So get to it. Your best steps for this month: discipline, focus, hard work, determination, roll your sleeves up. This is a number of hard work and effort. Whatever it is that you want to achieve this month, your best efforts are to literally roll your sleeves up, get stuck in, get on with it. Don't look up to see how much progress you've made. Don't look at any of that. Don't look at any of the other periphery stuff, who's doing better, blah, blah, blah. You don't have time for it. Do the work this month. That is the best advice I can give you. For the warnings, this energy, the way that it combines, can make you a little bit rigid. It can also see you being a little bit pedantic, and it might also give you this, 4 and 8 actually can be workaholic energies. So I'm not telling you to become a workaholic, but I am saying you need to do the work in earnest, right? So you've got to find a way to find that balance. When you think about number 4, it is balanced. When you think about a chair, right, it's got 4 legs. It can't have 3, it can't have 2, it can't have 1, it has to have 4, right? So exactly that. Think about it in that way. You've got to strike a balance. All right, with that said, that is your October in a nutshell. Let me know in the comments how you love it, how you loathe it. With that, I wish you all of the best, and I will see you soon.